John Edmund here, Executive Director of the Apartment Association of California Southern Cities with another legislative update. A California bill limiting the use of credit reports for voucher-holding tenants raises concern among housing providers. As a housing provider, you know that finding the right tenant is essential for success in your rental business. You want someone who's reliable, responsible, and able to pay rent on time. That's why you may use credit reports as part of your screening process to report, and credit reports provide valuable information such as the tenant's financial history, including their payment habits, debts, credit scores. However, a new bill by Senator Susan Eggman, Democrat of Stockton, would limit your ability to use credit reports when screening for prospective tenants receiving government rent subsidies, such as Section 8 housing vouchers. This bill, Senate Bill 267, would only allow you to use credit reports if the tenant receives a government rent subsidy and you offer them a chance to show other evidence of their ability to pay rent. If the tenant provides such evidence, you must consider it instead of the credit history in deciding whether to proceed with the tenancy. This limitation has raised concern among housing providers relying on credit reports to make informed decisions in tenants. I mean, it's pretty clear, while this bill aims to protect voucher-holding tenants from being unfairly discriminated against based on their credit history, it could also make it much harder for housing providers to assess the financial risks of renting to the prospective tenant and add another layer of regulation that does not inspire trust and confidence. Without credit reports, housing providers may have to rely on other indicators of financial responsibility such as employment status, income, or references, which may not be as reliable and, quite frankly, very subjective. The bill has faced opposition from housing provider groups such as our association, the Apartment Association of California Southern Cities, in the past, who argue that it could lead to unintended consequences such as higher rental costs for tenants who pass credit checks or a reduction in the number of housing providers willing to accept government rent subsidies such as Section 8 due to a higher perceived risk. Housing providers may also worry that verifying alternative forms of income payment could be a time-consuming and costly expense, especially for small housing mom-and-pop providers or those with limited resources. Ultimately, your goal as a housing provider is to provide a safe and affordable housing for your tenants while protecting your financial interests. By being proactive, informed, and flexible, you can navigate the challenges of renting to voucher-holding tenants and find a way to balance your needs with their needs. Credit reports may be just one tool in the toolkit, but it's an important tool for us to be able to utilize and has been consistently useful in making those determinations. But there's a big difference in your ability to make an intelligent, informed decisions of your tenant's ability to pay rent. And that wraps up another legislative update. Thank you.